Last question. How did you wind up in the United States? So this happened to you.
So I actually left Brazil when Dilma Rousseff, the lady that
Yeah.
succeeded Lula on his first time, she got reelected, and I'm out of here. My wife was pregnant. I didn't want to stay there and raise my kids in Brazil anymore because I knew what was going to happen. And then we were lucky because we had Jair Bolsonaro winning, and the
Yeah.
country started going in a good direction. But we kind of knew the establishment wouldn't let that happen for a long time, right?
So having lived through this, what do you think of the U.S. presidential election now in progress? You cover American politics, I should say, also.
Well, it's a moment of decision for the whole Western world because I don't think there's a way Joe Biden can win fair and square. It can be president if 80% of the country think you're too old, and a large percentage of the country thinks he's mentally ill, maybe
Hey, senile.
senile, like
Yeah.
whatever the Department of Justice says.
Yeah.
And you can win a presidential race unless
You cheat.
you cheat, it's not a fair and square election. So what I think is going on right now for the whole world is the whole world's watching. If people still matters in any way, Trump will be elected. If the establishment has all the power and democracy is dead in the Western world, and it was a good run. We had a good run for like a little over 200 years. That's very rare in the history. You study history, you know how
Yes.
rare that is. Then democracy is dead. And I can tell that because this is exactly what happened in Brazil. And what's going on more and more and more, and you see that, is that the powers are shifting from the people to the courts, what people call juristocracy, not a democracy anymore, which is a great thing for globalists if you think about it. Well, let's say you want to change something in a democratic country, you have to pass a bill in Congress, and then the Senate needs to approve it, and the president needs to sanction it. And so if you're a billionaire, a progressive billionaire, and you have many here in the United States, and you want to change something in the society, let's say make the society more open, you have two options. Either you go through the very, very difficult democratic process.
Yes. Tedious.
Tedious, yeah. It's very hard to control all that. And I think the founding fathers knew that, and that's why they made it this way. You can do that, or you can, well, let's say you get 6 Supreme Court, just 5, and then you can, I don't know, make abortion legal all over the country. It has been done. It has been done before. So if you're a globalist, powerful elite, you can circumvent democracy and go straight to the judiciary. And that's exactly what happened in Brazil. And it can happen here. That's most living. I've been living here for 10 years. I can tell. The reality that we're living in Brazil is not that far away from America, as you think. You guys think, oh my God, we've been a democracy for hundreds of years. And no. You think if you had like 6 Supreme Court justices that were progressive, appointed by Obama or Michelle Obama or who knows? What, you think your Supreme Court would be zealous about the Constitution? Really? If you told me 5 years ago that Brazil would be in this situation, I would say, get out of here. Nah, that's too much. They're not going to arrest a mainstream media journalist, take his passport. They've done it. It happened fast, very fast.